This is Dr. Thaddeus Radzilowski of the Piast Institute with our monthly report, the report for August 2014, on the activities of the Piast Institute. This has been a tragic month for us in some ways. We lost two of our good friends and strong supporters. Mrs. Ray Okonski, Susan Sloan, passed away early this month. She and her husband, Mr. Okonski, were longtime supporters of the Piast Institute and all things Polish in the Detroit area. Susan Sloan was an Irish woman, very proud of her Irish heritage, but she devoted herself, along with her husband, to many, many causes in Polonia. She, of course, supported the Piast Institute, but she and her husband given tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands actually in the long run, dollars for scholarships for Polish students through a variety of Polish organizations such as the Polish American Congress, the Polish Century Club, the Polish Engineering Society, and other groups. She will be deeply missed, and we send our profound condolences to her husband, Mr. Okonski. We also lost another supporter of the Institute, Mr. Tomasz Ireneusz Ochałek, who was my uncle, my mother's youngest brother, who was also a longtime supporter of the Institute. Mr. Ochałek was a decorated hero of World War II. He was badly wounded in the war, storming the Siegfried Line as part of General Patton's army. He recovered from his wounds and he lived a long and profitable life. He was a very successful photographer for General Motors and produced a lot of General Motors videos over many years. He was retired in Florida, and although his health was excellent, he died as a result of a freak accident when an elderly woman who did not understand her new car, a brand new Mercedes, drove it into a store where he was purchasing a new iPhone. At the age of 92, he was killed trying to learn new apps. He was a man who loved learning, loved books. He donated thousands of books and a lot of his funds to support Polonia causes. And again, he'll be missed by the Piast Institute, and he will be missed because he is one of my most favorite uncles. On the positive note, the Piast Institute this month, working with the Matt Urban Memorial Committee, staged a very important ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery. I was honored to be one of the two keynote speakers. The ceremony was to honor Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Urban. Matthew Louis Urbanowicz was what he was born, son of Polish immigrants, who was the most decorated hero of World War II. He got more medals and he suffered more wounds than almost any other American soldier in history. He had 7 Purple Hearts. He fought against the Nazis in North Africa and in Europe, in France, in Belgium, in Germany, until he was finally taken from the battlefield with a life-threatening wound. What made Lieutenant Colonel Urban so remarkable was not only his career as one of the bravest and innovative soldiers, imaginative soldiers in American history. He was always devising new strategies to thwart the Nazis, so much that they called him the Ghost, because he would appear where you never expected him to appear. But also his life afterwards. He devoted his entire life after recovering from his wounds to the education and the coaching of children. He was an athletic coach, he was a mentor, he was a member of the National Boy Scout Association. He himself was a scout leader. He's in the Softball Hall of Fame for promoting the sport among children. He even organized a summer camp for underprivileged children, paid for it with his own money, and in the first year of the camp, he did all the work himself, including the washing and the cleaning. The next years, he was able to get volunteers to help him. So he was a remarkable man, a remarkable American, and a remarkable Polish American. He was very proud of his Polish heritage. He was a member of a number of Polish organizations, including the Polish Legion of American Veterans. So I think it's important that we honor him and remember him. His grave is now marked as one of the notable graves at Arlington National Cemetery. He's in line with other American heroes, including people like General MacArthur and others who have contributed so much to the history of our country and its defense. So when you go to National Cemetery at Arlington, please visit his grave. It's one of the important sites there. And finally, I'm delighted to report that one of the videos we did this year in preparation for Polish Heritage Month and for the 70th anniversary of the Second World War, a video on the Polish campaign of 1939, to tell the truth about what really happened in the month when the Germans attacked Poland and started World War II. The scope and the depth of Polish courage in fighting the Nazis alone, and the incredible amount of casualties that were inflicted on the Germans by the Poles, which the world does not know. The world assumes it was a simple two-day affair in which the Germans just walked in and took over. It cost them heavily. It was the most difficult battle the Germans fought until the Russian campaign. That video has gotten a great deal of exposure. It's appeared in states all over the Union. We've heard from as far away as Alaska that people have watched it. A number of universities faculty have seen it, and it's spread widely. We know it's been played, the oral part of the program was played on both Polish radio in the United States and in Canada. We hope to continue to produce such documentaries for the Polish community to tell the real truth, the real story of both Poland and Polonia. Thank you.